Hi. Hi. Hey, it's me, Andrea from Imperfect Life. Uh, well, first of all, okay, so I recently launched a new program. I didn't actually launch it, it's in beta. We're in the last week of a 12-week program. I have 25 beta testers called for a program that I'm launching called How to End the Cycle of Diet Fail Repeat. I'm super excited about it. I cannot wait to share it with you. Um, and I'll be sharing more information soon. But as I've been going through this program with my participants, and just I've had Evolve, which is a membership program for women who are working to let go of perfection, to change habits, and ultimately create their best, happy, healthy lifestyle. That's been around for a year and a half, and now this is sort of the next iteration where it's a structured program that will walk you through how to end the cycle of diet fail repeat. Anyway, like I said, I'll share more information on that when I'm getting ready to launch it, which I'm hoping will be around the 1st of July. Um, but I recently asked some people in my community what are their biggest challenges that keep them that make them serial dieters. And so over the next few weeks, I want to share some of the things that people mentioned and offer some solutions because I'm guessing that you can probably relate to some of these challenges as well. So I hope that you will check back to come to these live videos that I plan to do. I'm thinking like every Thursday because I have a babysitter on Thursdays, which is when I get to work. And that means that there will be fewer distractions. Although my children are very likely to come in the middle of this and ask me a random question. So anyway, let me share her specific challenge and tell me if you can relate to this. So my question was again, like what keeps you or what makes you a serial dieter? And she said, honestly, I'm going to read this as a quote. This is a quote from her comment. Honestly, lack of self control, and my husband, he doesn't help. Doesn't like anything really healthy, and he will always eat 2 or 3 hours after we've eaten dinner, and it's always junk he wants, or to go and get late night fast food. Then he grabs extra for me and says he forgot that I'm trying to lose weight. So I can totally relate to this. My husband, whom I love with all of my heart, has the palate of a 5-year-old. He is a total junk food junkie. Like he is the first to admit, right? He could live off of candy and pizza and cheeseburgers and French fries and never even think twice. He doesn't like vegetables. And he is a late night snacker and has been for as long as I've known him. So I get this like at my core. Anyone else have a partner, spouse who is not in the same mind frame as you are, doesn't have the same goals, trying to create the same habits? Let me know, like comment, let me know, because I know that I'm not alone in this, and I know that she's not alone in this. And it's actually something that I hear a lot from, even just members of Evolve. So I'm pretty sure that there are several of you out there that can relate to this as well. So this can be a huge challenge to overcome because hopefully we love the people that we live with, right? And they love us. And we both want each other to be happy. And so, but we also want ourselves to be happy, right? So we, like, I want to be happy, right? You want to be happy. You want to feel good. You want to feel in control. You want to feel like, like, like you're making choices that honor yourself, your body, and your goals. And then you have this partner who also loves you, and And then they also love fast food and late night snacking. And because it's something that they love, they want to share it with you. Yeah. And then it becomes this sort of like tug of war between, um, being able to show someone love and also supporting their goals. And it's tough for both parties, I think. For us, those of us who want to change habits or improve habits, improve our eating habits, improve our quality of life, by losing weight, it can be really, really hard to live with someone who doesn't have those same goals, who has a different way of eating. And it feels like we're constantly in this battle of like what you should do and what you want to do. Yeah. One of the first things that I teach, or one of the main things that I teach in my new program, is how to take back your power and changing that thought process from should and want, right? So when we stay in that mindset of what I should do, well, I should do this. We're letting go of our power. Yeah, we're instantly creating these thoughts and feelings of guilt and shame by telling ourselves that we should do something when it's not really what we want to do. Even if our ultimate goal, our want, is to change our habits. Um, if we're stuck over here in the should, it's really hard to change our behaviors, right? Because thoughts become feelings, feelings become actions and or behaviors. So when we change our thoughts, starting there, let's change our thoughts from should to want. Um, Instead of saying, I should or shouldn't eat this junk food with my partner, um, you got to change it to I don't want to eat this junk food with my partner, right? So you're taking back your power. I don't want to do this. It's not that I shouldn't. It's not that I'm bad if I do. It's just that I don't want to. I don't want to feel like garbage tomorrow because I overate. I don't want to feel bloated. I don't want to have achy joints. I don't want to feel tired because I ate foods that didn't allow me to feel my best, right? So you take back your power. Want versus should. Um, but when you have someone in your life who is doing things much different than you, and then you sort of succumb to their way of doing things. What it does is, I mean, physically, right? Like, so there's the potential physical consequences of weight gain or not losing the weight that you want to lose. But worse than that, there is the mental and emotional toll that it takes when we beat ourselves up for messing up again. And I do not like to use the term messing up. I don't even like make mistakes when it comes to how we live a happy, healthy lifestyle. I think that fast food and late night snacking can be part of a happy, healthy lifestyle. But we have to change the way we think about it, okay? And I could do a whole it's a huge part of what I teach in my new program, how to end the cycle of diet, fail, repeat. And if you're interested in learning more about that, it's going to launch in July. It's in beta right now. We're on the last week of the program right now with the beta testers. Super excited to launch that in July. So comment, send me a private message, direct message, whatever, if you're interested in learning more about it. So again, like we go to that place of the mental and emotional effects of the giving in to what your partner is doing versus what you actually want to do, right? So you start beating yourself up. You feel like a failure. I can't believe I screwed up again. I can't believe I messed up again. I'm such a failure. I'm never going to lose weight. You start to feel hopeless and helpless and totally out of control. Yeah. And when we don't feel like we're in control, it's really hard to make the choices for ourselves that we ultimately want to make. So we have to we have to make sure that we are recognizing that we are in control, that we have to take back our power. We have to take responsibility. Okay. So there are, every situation is a little bit different. So I'm going to give you here a few ideas of ways that you can take back your power in this particular situation. Okay. If you were to do the End the Cycle program, then we would get some time to talk about this one-on-one about your specific challenges and come up with some solutions. But for the sake of this video that's going out to a very broad audience, here are some suggestions that I have. So one, you have to set boundaries, okay? You are the only person who is responsible for yourself and your body. Okay, and this is not, there is like zero shame in what I'm saying here. I'm not saying this to make you feel ashamed, okay? That is the farthest thing that I ever want to do or will do when I help people. I am against regret, remorse, guilt, and shame. Okay, we don't feel those we don't have those thoughts, feelings, emotions in my programs. Okay, we learn how to not have them, but we do need to. I mean, the truth is that, again, we are the only ones responsible for ourselves and our bodies. No one else is responsible for ourselves or our bodies. And so it's up to us to take responsibility, okay? So you create boundaries. When I in the early stages of my weight loss and lifestyle transformation, I knew that and this is still to this day, right? Rule number 6 for living a happy, healthy, imperfect life is to create a clean environment. And so I knew that my environment had to support the habits that I wanted to create. And so I told my junk food junkie husband that if you wanted to have chips, if you wanted to have fast food, if you wanted to have all of these things that I didn't want to have easily available, I told him he needed to keep them in his trunk, in the trunk of his car. And that if he wanted to eat fast food, that he needed to not bring it in the house. Okay, those were boundaries that I created for myself. Now, 10 years later, I have a whole new mindset. When it comes to food, I know that I am in control. I get to make all of my decisions. It's much easier for me to, we can keep those foods in the house and they don't feel like this, they're not like calling to me all the time. They're not controlling me, right? I am in control. But this didn't happen just because I suddenly had self-control. It was a process that required a lot of practice, a lot of mindfulness, and ultimately in the beginning, it required me to set up my environment in a way that supported the mindset and habits that I wanted to create. Okay, so the goal for like one of the goals of my new program and the cycle of diet, fail, repeat is to help women get to the point where they can have a bag of chips in their pantry or a package of Oreos or donuts or whatever in their house, and it's not controlling them, right? They are in control. This is possible. I am living proof, and I know that I'm not the only one who has accomplished this or figured out how to do this. But it is a process. It's not something that you're just like, oh, all of a sudden, chips don't bother me anymore. Like, right? There's a process to that. So in the early stages, I think it's important to create an environment that supports your your body and your goals. Okay. So setting those boundaries, saying to your partner, listen, I am trying to change my thoughts and my habits and the way that I do things, and I need your help. I need you to support me. And that's another one of my suggestions, right? Is to ask for help. Okay, so you ask for help, you create these boundaries and say, out of respect for me, I need you to do these things in order to support me. And hopefully you're in the right relationship and that person is going to say, absolutely, I want to do what I can to help you, and they will honor that as well. If this continues to be a problem, ask them why. Dude, why do you keep, I've asked you not to bring that stuff in the house. Why do you keep bringing it in the house? And have the conversation. It might be a tough conversation, but have the conversation. And 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 make sure again that you are clear about, like, I need your help with this. I need you to respect me. I need you to honor me. I need you to help me make these choices, set up the environment that that supports these physical, mental, and emotional changes that I'm trying to make. And hopefully, if you're very clear, they will understand and they will honor that. Then one of the things that this person said was that, one of her things, what does she say here? So he'll go and get fast food late at night, and then he grabs extra for her and says that he forgot she was trying to lose weight. Okay. And this is again where we take responsibility, right? I am not a fan of that hashtag no excuses mindset. I think that all excuses are valid, even this one. All right, we are allowed to have our excuses, but we need to also be mindful. And the way that I like to describe mindfulness is to approach things with curiosity, not judgment. Okay, so and that's where, like, even with your partner, to ask why, right? But also with yourself, ask why. Why am I allowing this to happen? One very simple solution to him forgetting is to remind him, if you know that he's leaving to go get fast food, you can say, hey, dude, remember, I don't want anything. Don't bring anything back for me. Okay? If he forgets between the time he leaves your home and the time he gets to the restaurant, we got bigger issues. Okay? But again, you are responsible, right? You need to take responsibility and make that happen. Now, if you're not doing that, or you're not willing to do it, then you need to ask yourself why. Because sometimes what we'll do is we'll make these excuses as a way to justify something that we really want, right? So it's possible, and I can't speak for her, but I know that I've personally done things like this where, I've made an excuse, but really what it is I was like, oh, maybe if I don't say anything, he'll bring something back for me, because really I want to enjoy this indulgence with him too. One thing, my husband, when he and I met, I was almost 300 pounds and he was well over 300 pounds. And a huge way that we bonded was over fast food. That was what we did. We would go and get a whole bunch of food at Taco Bell. Was like our go-to, Taco Bell and Long John Silver's. And we would go and get like a bunch of stuff and then go home and turn on the TV and just sit there and like mindlessly eat these foods. It didn't occur to me that that this was a problem. It was just what we did. It's how we spent our time together. It's how we bonded. It was like a huge platform, a huge foundation. That's the word I'm looking for. Foundation. It was the main foundation of our relationship. And when I decided that I was done with that, we were already married. We'd been married for, I think, 3 years. And I was like, I'm done. I don't want to live this way anymore. I'm tired of feeling like crap. I'm tired of the stress and anxiety that I feel over the size of my body. I'm tired of not fitting in booths at restaurants. I'm tired of not being able to go on roller coasters. I'm tired of being worried about my health. I'm tired of hurting all the time. Like all of these things, right? I was done. And I said, I'm not doing this anymore. And so I did. I changed all of these things. And again, if you've been with me from the beginning of this video, one of the things that I mentioned was that I created a boundary where I said, you cannot bring this food into the house anymore. I don't want this food in the house anymore. Because I need to create an environment that supports myself, my body, and my goals. But even before that, right? So before that happened, when I was stuck in that endless cycle of diet, fail, repeat, diet, fail, repeat, diet, fail, repeat, I might say, like I would do things like, oh, I'm going to go low carb, right? And and then and then he would, go get Taco Bell, and instead of saying like, no, I don't want anything, or hey, don't bring anything back for me, um, I would let him do whatever uh, he was going to do. And I knew deep down that he was going to bring something home for me. Okay. And so, on the outside, I could say, well, he just brought it home for me. I didn't ask for it. But the truth is that I didn't take responsibility and say to him before he left, don't bring anything home for me. Okay. Right? Because I wanted that experience with him. I wanted to overeat. I wanted to eat the salty, crunchy, cheesy Taco Bell, and I wanted to spend that time with him. I wanted that connection because that's how we connected at the time. But again, looking back, right? Like looking back, I can say, oh, yeah, I was not taking responsibility and I was letting him make the decisions for me and using it as an excuse to get what I actually wanted, which was to eat fast food with him. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, so create boundaries, ask for support, remind your partner of your goals and that you need their support. If they don't honor that, ask them why. Why are you not honoring me? Why are you not doing what I'm asking you to do? And then if none of that works, you might have bigger fish to fry, right? I mean, you need to like take a look at that relationship because there's something going on there that is not respectful. But you can also just go to bed. Yeah. One of the biggest things that I tell my clients when they struggle with nighttime snacking is go to bed, because chances are, well, it can be nighttime snacking can be a couple things. It can be a habit, pure habit. Thanks, Paulette. I see you're 100. I'm not sure exactly what that was to, but it was obviously to something that I said. So glad you agree. So one, it can just be a habit, something that you do that you've done for so long, and it's just a hard habit to break. Two, it can be. I feel like this is a whole other video, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, actually. But ultimately, sometimes nighttime snacking is actually, and I should say a lot of the time, this is what it is. It's that we're tired. And our bodies are trying to tell us, hey, I'm tired. If you're going to stay up longer, I'm going to need food because I need energy in order to stay awake. I need fuel in order to let you stay awake. So I'm going to need you to feed me right now. And so one of the best things that we can do to honor ourselves, our bodies, and our goals is to go to bed. Yeah? Go to bed. Get the sleep that you need. Our bodies have 5 requirements for survival: oxygen, hydration, food, rest, and shelter. Rest is extremely important, and it's one of the things that we tend to deny ourselves, especially as women. We don't get enough sleep. So go to bed. Go to bed. Don't stay up until 10 o'clock while he goes out to get Taco Bell. Don't stay up until 10 o'clock while he eats a bag of chips. Go to bed. Go to bed. And if it's only 8 o'clock and you don't want to go to bed, go to bed. Go upstairs and watch TV. Go upstairs and read a book, or to your bedroom, or wherever. Mine is upstairs, so I say upstairs. But again, ultimately, you are responsible. You have got to take responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, right? And this is not, again, like this is not shame. There's absolutely zero shame tied to what I'm telling you. I do not want you to feel ashamed by this. What I want you to do is be mindful. And that is, again, being curious without judgment. okay? And being honest with yourself about what's going on. So again, we're not saying shouldn't. I shouldn't do this. It's what do I want or what do I not want, right? And if you don't want to eat Taco Bell at 10 o'clock at night, do something about it. Don't expect yourself to sit there on the couch next to your partner when they have a bag full of food that they brought to share with you and just expect yourself to use self-control to avoid eating it. Okay? That is a sure way to not honor yourself, your body, and your goals. Okay? And what's the worst part about that is that what will happen, you know what will happen, right? You will beat yourself up. You will go to bed feeling like a failure. Why did I do this again? Been there, done that, lived there for a long time. Never, ever, 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 ever want to live there again. And it doesn't have to be that way. Okay? So again, we're in week 12 of my new program. The beta testers are in week 12, which is the final week of actually, I guess it starts, week 12 starts on Sunday. So we're in week 11 End the Cycle of Diet, Fail, Repeat. It's my new program. I'm so excited about it. Can't wait to share it with you guys. It's all about being mindful, taking responsibility, setting up your environment for to honor yourself, your body, and your goals, changing your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, habits. It is a really cool program. I'm so proud of it. The transformations that I'm seeing in the women who are in the beta program are incredible. Can't wait to share it with you. If it's something that you think you might be interested in, please comment below, send me a private message, direct message, whatever you want to call it, and or an email, andrea@imperfectlife.com. I will add you to the list when I'm getting ready to send out information to make sure you see it. And that's it. So, again, if you have a partner who feels like they are sabotaging you, if you are feeling like you have no self-control, if you are feeling hopeless, helpless, beating yourself up for failing again, stop trying to use willpower to fix it and start taking responsibility, start creating boundaries, start having the tough conversations with yourself and others. Take back your power. Take back your power. You are in control. You just have to figure out how to. You just have to take it. You have to take responsibility. You got to take back your control. Okay? And this isn't, again, about shame. Okay? There's no shame here. I don't care if you eat fast food. I care how you feel about how you eat, how you feel after you eat fast food. Okay? I eat fast food. I don't feel remorseful, guilty, regretful, shameful, bad about it at all. Because I know I am responsible. I am doing it mindfully. I am enjoying it. And no one else is responsible for me or my actions. Okay? And I want the same for you. So that's what I've got for you today. I will try to be back again next Thursday with another topic from a serial dieter who has challenges that they are trying to overcome. If you have something that is driving you crazy, that is making you feel like you're stuck in that cycle of diet, fail, repeat, share it in the comments. Send me a message, and I will be happy to do a video on that for you as well. All right, everyone. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.